In 1963, Martin Luther King delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech to hundreds of thousands of people who'd marched on Washington demanding equal rights for black Americans. Over the next 2 years, lawmakers passed sweeping civil and voting rights legislation. But many feel there was no reckoning for America's 2.5 centuries of slavery and its legacy of racial inequality. Jumau Juwanza's ancestors were enslaved in Alabama and Tennessee.
There have been calls for reparations. It may have been called a different term, but the social justice call, the stopping the discrimination call, stopping the racism call, stopping the inequities in terms of access to the rights and privileges of being in America call has been ongoing.
Since slavery was officially abolished in 1865, campaigners have suggested options, including cash payments, funding for schools, or college scholarships. But Congress is yet to approve a single suggestion. Recent Black Lives Matter protests have reignited the issue.
The problem wasn't a created short-term, easy problem. It's not going to be a short-term, easy solution. And unless we deal with the fundamental underlying basis for relationships in this country, then we're going to end up in the same place.
Now, in something of a sea change, top Democrat leaders, including presidential candidate Joe Biden, are showing more willingness to engage in the issue.
So far, he said he would support a commission to study the issue in order to see what sort of suggestions they might come up with. But beyond that, he hasn't taken any forceful, specific positions on reparations.
Which leaves some campaigners fearing his endorsement may simply be to secure African American votes in the upcoming election. They argue repairing a country still wounded from the scars of slavery won't be easy. Many descendants say that even if the full range of reparations options were paid, and paid in full, it would take many years for America to right the wrongs of its past and undo centuries of racial and economic inequality. Nick Harper, SABC News, Washington.
The double whammy